Ladies and gentlemen, Ron DeSantis is one of these people. He may do okay within his state, but on a national scale, he doesn't do well at all. Mm-mm. Trump continues to rise in the poll. Ron DeSantis is dropping faster than a brick. So let's get into it, y'all. Why Ron DeSantis is struggling. And within the Republican Party, they said people are very divided on Ron DeSantis. So at the beginning of the year, Ron DeSantis looked as if he might be the answer to all of the Republican Party problems. For the first time in decades, a conservative politician rose to national prominence on issues that unified the party's populist base. Well, it doesn't seem to be the case at all. He seemed to offer Republicans a path beyond the divisions and defeats of the last 15 years. Mr. DeSantis don't seem to be the answer anymore. His poll numbers are cratering. His strength as a general election candidate is being questioned. This is partly because he has fallen flat on the national stage, but it is also because he slowly devolved into an older kind of Republican, the kind without answers to the party's problems. He's been bogged down in the very issues that divided and hurt Republicans in the last few years, like abortion, entitlements, Russia, and the conduct of Donald J. Trump. Against Mr. Trump and without Democrats as a foil, his instinct to take the most conservative stance has pushed him far to the right. He's devolved into another Ted Cruz. That's what they're comparing him to now. DeSantis will probably never be an entertainer like Donald Trump or have any good speaking skills because, I mean, he really is not a good public speaker at all. He really isn't when you listen to him. But to compete for the nomination, he will at least need to be who he appeared to be in the past few months, a new kind of conservative that can appeal to the establishment and the base by focusing on the new set of issues that got him here, the fight for freedom and against woke. I don't think you can run on that. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people are getting high on all that woke talk. It is not a good topic to run on. I'm just telling you, you run on woke, and I'm telling you, you will not win any elections running on that. Mr. DeSantis vying campaign against everything from the pandemic restrictions to gender study curriculums weren't extraordinarily popular, at least not in terms of the national polling, but it was the type of political gold nonetheless. It let him channel the passions of the Republican base and get on Fox News without offending conservative sensibilities on race, immigration, and gender. In fact, many elite conservatives dislike woke and pandemic restrictions. Even some Democrats sympathize with his position. As a result, he won re-election in Florida. So the combination of the base and the elite appeal made him a natural candidate to lead an anti-Trump coalition, which he absolutely can't do. I mean, comparing him and Trump is like night and day. People are gravitating towards Trump, and Ron DeSantis just don't have the same kind of support at all, not even close to having the same support that Trump is getting. So to his right, there was Mr. Cruz and the Orthodox conservatives. To the left, there was Marco Rubio and the relatively moderate business friendly establishment. And, I was listening to something Marco Rubio was saying with all the fighting that DeSantis is doing with Disney right now. He fears that is going to drive businesses away or discourage businesses from coming down to Florida. A lot of people that have businesses down in Florida are not happy with what they're seeing with this big fight he's having with Disney. Okay, and it didn't help that he made a trip to Washington, D.C., hoping to get support, and he didn't get not one endorsement from any Republican politician. That certainly did not help. But Trump actually got a lot of support among the Republicans in DC. So, wow. So look like he's dealing with some real issues, and I don't know if he's the kind of person that can turn this around, you know, being that he's really not good at articulating things or even connecting with people. He's just not good, and it's getting to be very obvious with Ron DeSantis. At least in my opinion, it is. So they said he did make tactical mistakes that can be fixed, but fighting for freedom and against woke isn't a powerful theme. Then he's not especially different from any other Republican. So, according to DeSantis, the pandemic is over, at least for political purposes. The peak of woke might have come and gone as well. The arc of new left cultural fights seemed to have bent into a reactionary phase in which debate centers as much or more on proposed Republican restrictions on books, drag shows, history curriculums, on the latest controversy about the excesses of the left. And they're just trying to say those arguments on a national stage are just not effective. And he needs to really broaden his horizon. But hey, let DeSantis be DeSantis. I mean, we're not here trying to help him, but I just want y'all to know and to see and understand this man is not doing well in the polls at all. He is doing really bad. There are some people that don't like his stand on Ukraine. He said Ukraine is a fight over territory. He doesn't see it as anything other than that. And, there are some people within his party that have a problem with him taking that position, but he has. But hey, y'all let me know what you think about how poorly Ron DeSantis is doing. He's really struggling out here politically. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.